everyone, I'm Daniela Smith from CBM, here for your daily bulletin. Coming up in the next few minutes, are you going to be banned from social media? Find out about the hit game Tamagotchi Life. But first, we visit the Barn Owl Trust. Keeping Devon's owl population safe since 1988, the Barn Owl Trust continues to build homes and shelters, bringing life-saving care every day to endangered birds. We talked to the Barn Owl Trust about how to get an insight into how and why this work is so important.
Something that's quite important to the Barn Owl Trust is climate change and the impact that is having, and that kind of loss then of nesting sites.
I mean, a lot of older veteran trees that might have suitable places for barn owls to nest in a natural setting rather than a nest box aren't as readily left in situ. I think that is changing. I think people are beginning to realise how important they are for many things, including barn owls, but invertebrates and all of this much smaller microbial life that live within deadwood. More relevant to barn owls would probably be just land being taken over for housing, which of course is very needed in this day and age. It's more that habitat is lost, habitat is not legally protected. There are government policies like biodiversity net gain that come into play with those things, but they're still even a little bit lacking in enforcement, I'd say. Nest sites and roost sites and habitat is lost all the time to major development. So we're just trying to find ways to make sure that some sort of continuity is kept for those birds.
And one of the most important things they're looking for is good foraging habitat. If they have land, is to create kind of these natural, we call it rough grassland, where it's quite long grassland that's essentially left and really lightly managed, because that's when they're going to get like a lot of small mammal prey. Access to nesting spaces alongside really good foraging habitat. Anyone who has any, even if they have, a relatively small field, they can keep margins of field just not managed, just to provide little patchworks of spaces within a big range of barn owls.
Incorporate some good foraging habitat within your wider patchwork of habitats.
Being outdoors and kind of appreciating what's already there and knowing about it and loving it and being involved in it, just to nurture that kind of innate or that initial concern and care for nature. I think if they're not accessing it, then they're not going to care about it and be motivated.
I guess if they're seeing awe and wonder from a young age, you can't take action unless you already care for something, I suppose.
Now for our weather.
Thank you, Daniela. There is a sunny start to the week, with Monday reaching highs of 20 degrees. However, the temperature fluctuates throughout the week. Wednesday is the warmest day, with highs of 21 degrees, whilst later on the week turns damper. Midweek brings sunshine, whilst rain sets in on Friday, carrying on into Saturday, and then into next week. Also chances of sunshine on Tuesday next week. Pollen levels are highest, lower down into the following week, with moderate wind gusts circulating that pollen throughout the air. This along with the highest humidity level of the week. Low chances of rain towards Plymouth and North Devon, with similar temperatures throughout the weekend. Sunny spells with a hint of rain, while showing signs of a moderate downpour on Wednesday. That's all from us this week. Back to you, Daniela.
That's all from us today. We'll be back tomorrow with more of your day's top stories. Take care and goodbye.